Alright, hello. Welcome to the 2018 Elsword Halloween event, plus some of the balance patch that we were supposed to get, I think, 2 weeks ago at this point, from KR. Night Emperor. But, I guess that's okay for now. So let's go through the patch notes. We'll get to the balance patch a little bit later. But for the Halloween event, we have the Ghost School. I'll go over that. I think there's a heading for it that we can click on and go through it that way. We also have the 2018, the festival just ended, and the Builder Academy concert. All the tickets that you could get for the daily and free runs, all that is gone. We do have the new Miho, Shiho, Naho, and Hoya costume suits talked about before. We have mask for all of those, the Mihos. And we also have the babies, which you can put on your head. We also have a witch broomstick that is a mount. I thought that was a custom sit, but no, it's a mount. We also have an ongoing, the Bird Blossom, Rock and Roll, Rook Eye, Selective Cube you can buy. Concert tickets you can still actually buy from the item mall, but you can't get them as a daily reward anymore. You also have the pet Mellow, that is pink from the item mall. You have the Rook pet. You have the Milky Way accessories that are still in the item mall. Same ice burners, same packages, and that other Selective Cube ended. So we have that. Then we have improvements and modifications. Equip button and auto equip function for Magic Stone, Mystic Stone will be merged as a single button, which is nice. Apply cancel function for Mystic Stone or Mystic Enchant will be added. After the maintenance, users can apply the option that they want to their weapons by clicking the apply button. Closing the Mystic Stone enchant window without clicking the apply button results in no reapplication, so it is needed to check cautiously before closing the window. Elrianode and Varnamir has some new achievements. There's I Am the Living Legend, and that was fun. Let's never do that again. Collect 12 Elrianode titles, collect 13 Varnamir titles for 50 points. No special rewards. And you get I Should Have Known, and it's hard to get a drop, even harder to get the one that affects. If you're going to pity me, just give me more stones. Using Mystic Stones 100, 500, and 1000 times for 10, 30, and 50 points each. And the rewards for using the Mystic Stones is you get a Giant Common Mystic Stone, 1 each, Giant Refined Mystic Stone, 1, and Giant Shining Mystic Stone, 1. I think that's okay, I guess. It's not going to be really relevant until there's a lot of these in the server. Because right now that's super expensive to try to get 1 giant shining Mystic Stone for all of those normal Mystic Stones you have to use. And we also have something I've been looking forward to personally, the food drinks for Elrianode and Varnamir. So when you run Elrianode and Varnamir dungeons, you can now craft the drinks and food specific to that area. So before, we only had food and drinks all the way up to Elysium, but now we have 2 drinks for the Elrianode area and Varnamir area. So now when you're grinding those titles or whatever it is that you're doing, you can save up all of the food items and resell them either on the board or store them for yourself. It's just a nice alternative to either the spirit teas or getting the teas, drinks from Elysian. Alright, then it's just going over the recipe. Of course, you need 1 and 2 root herbs, 2 vegetables, 3 aqua, 3 powder mix, and the flour. This is an error. It's actually 210,000 HP recovery, not 220. MP recovery is 30. HP recovery is 60k. MP recovery is 200. HP recovery is 25k, MP recovery is 30k, HP recovery is 60k, MP recovery is 210, which is nice, I guess. Improvements, the dungeon and field, the trap debuff, and the Dark Elves outpost has been reduced, which is nice. Lower chance of them deploying traps of ruin. Sentinel Guardian trap of ruin explosion has been reduced. Hit stun from Axis release has been null and void. Jord is no longer invincible when casting his rush attack. I can't really speak too much on his reworks of his boss mechanics because I haven't fought him all that much, but it says a lot of his attacks have been cooldowned and slightly reduced, or his HP has been reduced, cooldown time has been reduced for some of his attacks. So overall, he's just gotten a slight nerf, it looks like. And some of his attacks have just been changed entirely. The raid has been changed, fixed an issue when characters are eliminated instantly when trapped in a thorn prison. Never-ending darkness fixed an issue that shows inconsistent location of phase 3 boss for each member of the raid party. I know that must get extremely aggravating. And the Crimson Cradle of Flames fixed an issue where the Crimson Combustion or Flames of Combustion Retribution debuff is not removed when moving from phase 2 to phase 3 of the raid. Thank you. That's terrible. Other changes, Skin Splitter and Derbian Lavatory. For story mode, normal mode is now affected by debuffs. Thank you for people who are not caught up strength-wise, because doing that for third job and other things is kind of a nightmare. Treasure box encounter rate for treasure hunters has been adjusted. I don't know what this means. I don't know if this is positive or negative in any way, but we'll see. Maybe the Halls of Water strat has been nerfed, which would be kind of sad. Difficulty level for title unlock and acquisition for entrance to the Demon Realm and Sentinel unit have been lowered. Always a good thing. Pet names and pet dialogues are no longer shown while Fire Meal raid dungeons are active. That is sad. Or maybe that was a good thing, because there's too much clutter already, so adding on to that would kind of be a complication. Bug fixes fix an issue where the custom motion cannot be used for some time when the user enters the item mall and the custom motion is active. Fix when in-game hints are not properly shown when playing Vardamir boss dungeons, when the user turns off the skill effects option for other characters, and fix the Elysian Village Alchemist showing the Lanix Village Alchemist crafting list. Not a fan of this one at all. Seems like kind of a nerf. You'd have to go all the way back to Lanix to craft Elysian. Or I'm sorry, you have to go all the way back to Lanix to craft things that you could just do in Elysian. You can knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. Alright, so let's check out the balance patch. This should be nice. There he is. There he is. Okay, so for all characters, just in general, their heavy trace have went from 140% to 144, which is phenomenal. And the cooldown has been nerfed from 150 to 120. So every attack, or every skill in the game that had a heavy trait, not only has it been reset, so you don't need to put that back on your skills, but it's been massively buffed. Cooldown got decreased by 30%, and attack power is just a nice clean 4% boost. Overall, good. This guy in particular though, there's just one thing. This right here, Wind Slicer. My just good god, it went from 296% damage to 5,850%. It gets nerfed a little bit. KR nerfed it slightly, but it's still 5k, almost 6k here. Ooh, just free damage. Now let's not sleep on Lord Knight gets that, but Infinity Sword, people are not really talking about this, but he has a chance to throw out Conwell during his just regular attacks. And let me see if I can find it. It went from, I think this is it, 132% to almost 2k. 1,950%. Ridiculous. Just so much better. Oh, okay, so these two guys, using your commands is going to be like one of the ways you can consistently output lots of damage really fast. Especially with his command, jump, dash, ZZZZ, so you do the spin. Yes, that's going to generate a lot of this mechanic. He's going to be doing a lot of damage. For Aisha, just a bunch of heavy traits. Nothing really special for Aisha, unfortunately. Rena, it's kind of the same deal with her. I think they changed the vibe shot though. Yeah, the vibe shot is basically the same thing that Elsword has. It's just a chance to have a hit. What do you call it? A proc on hit called vibe shot, and it used to just do like 300 to 39%. Now it's at 4K. Just ridiculous. It gets nerfed again, like the other two, but still though, just using commands is something they are pushing for the characters they've given those augmentations to, those procs. Okay, Raven, kind of the same deal, just more of the same. But Blade Master in particular, this is just wow. His critical chance goes from 8 to 20. His, I believe, one of his changes gives him like, was it him or was it? I don't remember who it was. Someone just got like a ridiculous, but oh yeah, Nova Imperator got some more MP, 100 more MP to play with. I don't remember who it was that got a ridiculous buff. It wasn't this? For once, it wasn't Reckless Fist or Ray Charts. Ooh, 20%, 10%, casting speed. I don't know. I'll come back to that. Alright, Eve. Almost nothing changed. She has this. I don't know if this is good for Eve's critical chance increase from 10% to 13%. Maximize also. Yeah, it's pretty good. So Battle Seraph got buffed. And it looks like Code Empress also got buffed a little bit. But nothing really too special. Chung, also nothing, like literally nothing special. The mod sharpshooter went from buffing only himself to everybody else, and then it got nerfed again, and now it only buffs himself. I'm so upset about this, because the mod sharpshooter syndrome buff is better. Gotta make him such a selfish class. Aura, kind of the same thing, just lots of heavy traits, except we got some buffs to her maximization from the Valor. I believe it's a passive. And we also got just well, actually nothing much changed. When energy gauge is full, enter attack stance for 10 seconds. Special active damage increases by 23%. When energy gauge is low, enter defense stance for 10 seconds. Defense increased by 43%. Actually, that's pretty good. This is 23% just free when you're... I'm assuming energy gauge means the energy orbs. When it's full, you go into attack stance for 10 seconds, and all of your special active damage just skyrockets by 23%. Pretty significant. I'd say she... Apsara or Vishnu, she got buffed pretty significantly. And everybody else, let's see, Sage Spirit, I don't remember if this was anything to write home. Actually, no. Sage Spirit gaining second spirit for every 8 successful hits. Ghost Wolf went from 100 to 656, almost 700%, so almost a 600% increase, almost. Bleed duration's the same, MP burn. I don't know if that was removed or not, it doesn't say. Energy bullet, same deal. Went from 100 to 656. Movement jump, same. everything's pretty much the same. But this right here, this is pretty good for Vishu. For Shiva, or Shakti if you're an American, using Eon attack power, using Eon's power activates Sharp Claws effect, 6%, duration increased by 15%, so duration is doubled. Eon's also ignores guard, so it just got a duration increase. Not bad. All of her, I think all of the secret arts got buffed in damage too. Yeah, all the heavy traits got buffed, all the secret arts got buffed. That's Aura. Elysis, almost the same. Let me see about Empire Sword. Protector, you specialize, think the sword that pops up if you use a spectral active 10 times. This cooldown got reduced by half, so instead of 60 it's 30. Chance to activate double attack went up from 1% to 2%. Protected max 5 stacks though, so it's basically the same. It just takes short amount of time to get there. Attack the closest enemies for 30 seconds without flinching them. Relentless attack, same percent. Physical attack, same percent. So I just got, like, you don't have to do as much to get it up to full power. Skill cooldown, all skills decrease by 10 seconds when acquired physical magical attack power increase. It went from 10% to 50%. So all of her, basically MP cost down went from 10% to 50%? Or, let me read this again. Skill cooldown, 10 seconds. All skill cooldown decreased by 2 seconds when acquired. This is weird. I don't think this was properly spelled out. Might have to go check the actual patch notes from Babel. But activation required. Achieving 3 combo count, 15 PvP with command attacks, MP cost decrease 50%. So, yeah. You attack 3 times with commands, MP cost decrease. Free. Nothing too, like, life-altering, in my opinion. But getting to cast more skills for doing commands is nice. Blooming Flame, all skills cool down by 2%, physical max increased by 5%, recover 5 MP instead of 1 MP per second, and same duration. Slight buff, not bad. Attack power increased when HP is lower than 50%, 20%, same. Blood hit consumption when HP is lower than 50%, 20%, 90%. Oof. Okay. Debuff removal count 1, remove every 10 seconds. Chance of evil energy injection 50%, max 5 stacks. Attack power 50%, 40%. Buff duration buffed by 5 seconds. I wouldn't say this is also nothing too life altering. But the blood hit HP consumption from 20% to 90%, I'd say that's pretty significant. More survivability. And that's Elysis. Add. This guy gets some more critical damage and more critical chance when he's in Dynamo Dismantle mode. Everything else is basically the same. So Lunatic Psyker is, I don't think he's going to be, or Doombringer himself isn't going to be changing that much. 20% max. Oh, well, he gets more MP. So cap has been increased by 50 MP. And everything else is basically the same. So he gets more MP. Yay. And more crit. I don't think. Yeah. I don't think Dominator kind of got the short end of the stick. He did get more MP though. He got 60. So max MP is now 100. Increase by 100 instead of 40. Which is nice. New update. MP recovery. No longer increases MP recovery, no longer stacks. RIP! Rip that one. MP critical chance. Oh, I think it just got changed entirely. So it does not do this anymore. Instead, it just gives you critical chance and critical damage, 13%, both for 20 seconds. Is that a fair trade-off? I'd say so. You can't clock, you just do more damage now. Diabolic Esper, mind control, recovery amount when using skills in different modes. 10%, 50%, configure mode. Oh wait, configuration, recovery, 50%. So, yeah, from 10% to 50, 40% increase. Disillusion mode, MP recovery from 10% to 50%, also pretty good. Debuff duration same, so slight buff. Awakening Will, critical chance went from 5 to 13, critical damage went from 5 to 6, maximize went from 5 to 13, and everything else is the same. Overall, pretty okay. Out of all of them, I'd say possibly Doombringer, but Diabolic Esper is kind of the same, just a little bit. The Lucille's seems like a couple things may have changed. Max MP increase from 30 to 50, 38 to 50. This is such an odd number. Why would you leave it at 38? 50 to make it a clean number. Everything's the same. Creeping Terror is still 13.7. Special active skill cooldown decrease 7 seconds instead of 2. And the cooldown for that is 10 seconds. Kind of balanced, like slight buff. Oh yeah, and this activates when less than 5 combination gauges. Activates no matter the combination. Just buff. Soul Collector gains souls every 5 hits. Does not use gathered souls in stage 3 awakening. Gather souls at every hit. Kinda middling. No Noble Presence debuff no longer stacks. Sacrifice effect removed. And everything else is the same. Seems like a slight nerf, but we'll see. Nobility is the same. Combination gauge enhancement. 20% additional gauge. 5% more. Skill cooldown degrees same. It's basically the same. Whenever sacrifice effect is activated. Oh, this is removed. Skill damage increased by 23% when switching skills to use skills. When using switching skills to switch. So doing Noblesse or just general Lucille things lets you do more damage. I don't know if this change in critical stat calculations means it's better or worse. And Maniac form for Demonio. Destruction maintained. Cooldown reduction, function removed. Debug removed. Everything's removed. You just get more critical and maximize. Last 30 seconds. Okay. That was Lucille. About Rose. Almost nothing. Her annoying grenades. Should probably start at the top. Nothing. Heavy traits. Free system effect. When using active skill cooldown is decreased by 2 seconds instead of 1. Ultra buff. Okay. Duration 10 seconds to 15 seconds. Same attack power. Whoa. Weakness effect 10% to 20%. Okay, that's pretty significant. And change calculations. Maybe good, maybe bad. I don't know yet. Okay. Black Massacre seems to buff duration. That's always good. Buff duration, always good. Overstrike mode, 13%, 20%, 7%. Cooldown 30 seconds. Overall buff. She needs buffs badly. Instant death to enemies. Oh yeah, this is the thing. Wow. From 1k to 3k. Yeah, she's pretty strong now. Bloody Explosion went from 1,000, 13% to 3k. 3,000. That's good. Instant death to enemies hit by chain skills requirement. Enemies with HP lower than 1,000, 13% of your attack power instantly die. Now they have to be lower than 3,000% of your attack power. Kind of similar to the Oblivion one shot from the Lucille's Dreadlord path. And everybody else is just woo. Optimus skill 20%, 20%, basically the same. Okay, Ein, heavy traits. What a legend. Literally hasn't changed at all. And I guess that's all the buff patches. Elsword is the new champion. Special shoutouts to Black Massacre, Apsara, Vishnu, and Daybreaker. And that's that. Let's check out the Halloween event. Okay. Ooh, let the spirits come alive. All you gotta do is make the event better than 2014, and we're happy. Start your Halloween adventure by going through the haunted grounds of the Villa Academy. Make your way to the top by completing all the quests the tiles dictate. I will be showing a spreadsheet of all of the rewards from number 1 all the way to the end. And from there you can decide how you're going to plan your trip. Your daily trips. I wish they showed that here. It's kind of annoying that they don't. You can't click on it to see or hover over it. Okay, you can only do 3 quests a day, and on weekends and Halloween Day, players can do 5 quests. So 3 regular days, and Saturday and Sunday you can do 5, so you can do 10. Rewards and quests will be reset once the player has completed the entire board. So I'm assuming you can go through more than once. And the last tile will be a game of Spot the Difference. And from here I can see 3. I can see that these 2 candies are not the same. I can see that this is a heart and this is a diamond shape, kind of like the Lucille symbol. And of course the candy is here and the candy's not there here. So that's all I can spot so far. A total of 3 stages. Each stage requires you find 5 differences. You can only click on the pictures on the right. If you fail, you have to start from stage 1. Wow. Wow. Holy crap. That's terrible. Each character plays their own board for rewards. So every character that you have can just play the board by themselves. And everything is bank shareable, so you can just stock up on these candies, which are permanent. You can stock up on these sage stones, which are permanent. Alchemist cubes, Every flavor candy, nice. Tree fruits, if you care about your pets, this is good. Basically, you always pick El Reno defense request, so 10 of these, I think, are in these boxes. Resonance points reset 20, that's nice. Packaged candy 15, and EXP drop rate medal 1 day. Depending on what you want to do, go EXP or drop rate. You also get spooky ghost costumes. I think it's from this one? I'm not sure which day I think it's this one you get the free costume. Or maybe this one. I'm not sure. I'll have the thing up so you can read it. And it'll be in the description. And if you complete the matching Spot the Difference game, you will get your broom mount. Not a set icon, it's an actual mount. I think it has pretty good, like, just general damage and attacks, but I'm not too sure. And I don't think anyone's tried anything strenuous with it just yet. And I think that's it. Everything's bank shareable, and everything will be deleted that's timed after the event. And that's about it. I hope you guys enjoy.